Hey, tours. It's your boy Domination. This is back in the base. So chuck the deuces. How we do things, baby. And we do it again. The always gonna get always gonna get it. It's right back in the basic. Chuck the deuces. How we do things, baby. Man, I dollars back. You know what it is. No this. Real man rise up. Fake man rise down. Real man rise up. Fake women rise now. Brought the word preacher, preach on. And today's talk we're going to talk about is, I want to talk about scientific racism. These are the original racists right there that people still want to argue to this day. If you got the Caucasus race, you got the Mongol race, you got the Negro race. Notice I show you all this. Who are the two most accepted? The Caucasus and the Mongols. Why is that? Because they like a related brothers. One of these races came out first, or the last, or the third. Some people argue that the Caucasus came out first, but they come from the original white races. The original white people come from Caucasus Mountains. That was from Europe. I mean, it's impossible. They had a movie it was MTV, not MTV, Walt Disney. It was called The Cruise. And look at their feature. What do they look like to you? They don't even look white, is it? It looked like dark feature as black or lighter black or something like that. I mean, it's impossible because they keep saying this all the time. They look like they was like a Trojan like creature. Some people say the Caucasus race, they came around since the ice age was melting down to the ice, or when the dinosaurs went extinct. That's when the year they came around. Now, I don't know if it's true the Caucasus came first or not, but why did they say Caucasian? You don't hear that a lot. They'll say white America, or European, or to come from different part of white. Italian, Irish, Greek, German, whatever. See, they broke whites in 4 different groups. You got the pygmalion white, you got pale white, red dish white, and the dirty whites. The dirty white, and the so-called pure whites, they'll say. They broke them in 4 different places. The dirty whites mixed with Mongol and nigger blood, Negro race. But the pure white is the red and pellet or pygmalion. You see what I'm saying? But it's the most pure, it's the so-called pure, the Armenian race, or the Ku Klux Klan. This is what they believe in their own right, with blonde hair and blue eyes and black hair and black eyes. I mean, it's ridiculous. It defines what beauty, what the color is. They said nobody's more beautiful than the white race, which is kind of bullshit. But now I see why they think the way they do, and it's not all of them been in a way to say, but it's just wrong in so many words though. They all come from the same related as the Mongol race and the Negro race. It doesn't matter if a race can be ugly or beautiful or not. Everybody think their race is better or not is better. A lack ability or ability to like no of no ability. If you know what I mean. Let's go to the Mongol race. The Mongol race is like Japanese, Chinese, Filipinos, and Taiwan, and all these other all these places. Some people say that Chinese people, they came around since like Asia, just like Caucasus came from Europeans, and it named after a woman, just like Europe named after female as well, just as much as the name of Africa as a female. All these original of race of womb from a woman, from giving birth for each of these races right there. But let's go to the Mongol. The Mongol race has come from of Asia. Some they say that's where the Native Americans and Latino brothers came from. These 2 different races: the Caucasus race, the Mongol race, and the Negro race. They came around from that time. I think they came around since the dynasty era. They say from the 1300s of the 700 or maybe 100. That's way before the carcass. They say the man around. But no one knows. Time will tell. And last but not least, now you got the Negro race. The Negro race came around 1600s or 1700. Some people say 600. Ain't no telling who are the first. But in some ways, it has to be that how can carcass got to be the first race and they mix between the Asian race? You got to look at it and how the Asians are close to white race, but how they came along. And the Latinos and whites all together, they come from these three different skulls: the carcass race, the Mongol race, and the Negro race. You got to ask yourself that goddamn question. You got to ask yourself how they came from the Negro race right here is Jamaica, Trinidad, Africans, Black Americans, African Americans, you name it, the whole damn nine. See, they trying to feature in and feature out who can be accepted, what define what a person can who can overrule in each other races who is better. This system is designed who is better other races. They believe that carcass is more better. They are the first. That's why they got a lot of a larger brain latitude, like they're the more smarter than the average any other person. But if you look at the Mongol race look like they're more smarter than the white people. And it's like white people think they smarter than Asian folks. But then they trying to say the Negro race that they're not smarter of them all, but they talking about their brain is shaped with why. But the facts remains this: if people would study this, the carcass race, the Mongol race, and the Negro race, people wouldn't have this issue, because some of these races came out first, and they still believe in that to this day. Though carcass is nothing but more the tribe of Jacob, right? And and Asian people nothing but the tribe of Shem. And and black people are the tribe of Ham. They come from the bloodline related from Jesus Christ and the heavenly Son and the Holy Founding Father. You got to look at that. If people would study this scientific racism, then we all come from related part and later mid intention and later mid from once each is in and each is on together, and together meant each has got to be all right. And that's how I got to say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basics. You're gonna do society, do text, baby. Until next time. All right. Peace, and I'm out.